Welcome to Eminem. A new episode.
Nice opening intro.
Today we're bringing back an old favorite, age-relevant conversations, and specifically,
It's not the best name for a segment though, but
it's a bit widespread, boring.
yeah, age-relevant conversations.
But to Pitangi 28 and before 20,
Yeah.
it's not worth talking about. So today's conversation is about marital pressure. Since we're in that stage where we have gotten jobs, hallelujah,
Amen.
amen. We've gotten jobs, and those of us who are moved out. Those who are not moving out
Still haven't
moved out. They're wondering if shall he stay, shall he go?
He shall stay.
Mm.
He shall stay forever.
Age-relevant
questions.
conversations.
Fuck, I got it wrong.
Marital pressure, getting to your quarter life, and questions start flying around from the people who birthed you and
I'm sure like
their sisters and brothers.
if anyone in their 30s is going to watch this video, they're going to have that old people laugh of derision. To hear a bunch of 25-year-old going like, oh, we have so much pressure about marriage.
Not so much, but it's there.
It is.
I mean, if you're
It is
35 and you're
present.
watching this video,
And you're
go
not
get a
married.
wife.
For sure.
So, Mnesh, I have one question for you.
Go on.
So, you're 25 now, right?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I had to think about it a second, but yes, I am.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay. It's convenient for the discussion. You're 25 now. You've moved out the house. You're running a life, a home. You have dependents.
True.
So, your parents must be asking, when are you going to get some dependence of your own instead of taking in passers-by and relatives with no direction,
No jobs.
no job,
Watu
no
wamekuja
direction.
kuishi Nairobi hawana kazi, wanadipendia tu mtoto ya baba yao.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So has the pressure started to pop up?
For sure.
Are there questions?
Yes. Yes, there are questions, but I don't think it's directly from my parents because my parents sort of know I'm nuts. But my extended family, like my uncles and my aunts, they'll be going like, oh, sasa umemaliza university, I'm sure ulitoka na kamtu. Like, they don't just give you them at the gate. It's not like you're leaving at home to have your pick of a wife here. So I was like, yeah. At first it was awkward because I thought they were jokes. But then like people started getting serious and actually asking like, so una Twitter lini ni nani? I hope hujachagua someone from tribe X. I hope hujachagua someone. I hope hujachagua someone from tribe X or Y.
Let me just stop you right there.
Go on.
This channel is going to be rough.
So yes, all this is to say, yes, I have been asked. There has been marriage.
You even cut me off before I gave I put the stamp on this episode.
Oh.
Parental advisory, explicit content, offensive content, mature language, and slight nudity.
So moving on swiftly.
Yeah.
Have you experienced pressure from your folks to get married?
Not yet.
Wow,
Actually.
Karen.
Not yet. I haven't experienced any
Not
pressure
even
from home.
direct?
Yeah, I haven't experienced pressure from home yet.
Your folks are hella open-minded.
Yeah, I'm so thankful. Bless them forever. They make things so much more comfortable the day to day. Although I have experienced pressure from outside of home.
Okay.
So like you'd be at work, guys are cracking jokes about this, that, and the other. Then people will be like, "Hey, chief, na wewe hata una bibi, hauna msichana." And I'm like, "Si mnajua nalipangwa
You know how much I earn
hizi tu
here?
pesa tudogo, natafuta bibi aje."
Yeah, what do you think it's a belt? I'm just going to
I can't just strap her to my waist at the low cost of 800 bob and then now I'm
and then
good.
that's it. You know, you can find belts at Kanake Designs. We shall tag them in the description.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Kanake Designs for all of your leather products. So that whole thing of people tend to discuss marriage and that stage of life,
especially as a social qualifier.
Yeah, and also people tend to discuss it like it costs nothing, and once you get to a certain age, you do it.
You know,
Like,
whatever your situation is, whatever you're going through, you just do it.
Yeah, like you get a job, you should be able to get yourself to that job. Like it's transport, like it's something like Reja that doesn't really cost you much. And keeping in mind, this is someone that you meet, you have to take places so that they like you. You have to present your emotions,
you know,
on a plate
it's
for
not
them.
even it's not a
take care
financial
of.
investment. There's also a heavy emotional investment.
And a lot of vulnerability that you have to throw out there for them to decide whether they'll take care of everything that you put on the table
or not.
Step on it and throw mud just for good measure. So that is a pressure that I have experienced so far.
True.
Yeah. Granted, I'm not 25 yet, so maybe when I hit
It'll
25,
get worse when you hit it.
shit will get real. But so far, so good. How do you think this affects your ambitions?
The marital pressure.
No. Some other shit that has nothing to do with marital pressure.
Okay.
Are we on the same episode? Are we recording the same thing?
Okay. How does it? What do you mean when you say how does it affect my personal ambitions? Like
what you want to do with your life as an individual. What Munene wants from this world.
Honestly, it doesn't much for me
Because
I think I was aware pretty much very quickly that marriage wasn't a thing that I really. Weirdly enough, I really aspire to fatherhood. Like I want to be a parent as something that I'm genuinely interested in trying out, like a hobby or something.
ladies.
Yeah. But I am not really interested in partnering up for life, especially within the context of marriage.
Ladies.
Like, like I think we could be, because I don't know, we could be roommates, we could be co-parents that live together.
So just get a dog then. Honestly.
Oh, that's a great idea.
What are your problems with marriage though?
I don't think marriage for me, it has, I think right now marriage is just social equity. Even people that would admit it, they are getting married so that they can gain whatever privilege there is to get within our society. The only thing marriage gets its legitimacy from capitalism. Because like for example, right now, I live with my sister and my friend. And I don't think that situation differs so much from what my parents are doing. You know, it's just that they get all this social equity from everywhere they will ever go. And they sat about 100 people in a church and made them stare at the two of them as they smoosh, as they kissed.
As they what?
As they kissed.
As they smoosh. Oh my god!
I was caught between kissed and
Is that what
smooshed.
happens in a Meru wedding? It's like you are now husband and wife, go to the side, we'll watch you and procreate.
Do the thing now.
Do the thing and do it now. Someone holds up like a white sheet.
It's just like,
And then you're just seeing shadows, you're like, everyone is clapping.
hey, our boy. You put in your good 159.
Or 169.
I was doing
Is
that
that-
because of Kipchoge.
Is that I was just trying to make it different. I don't know if is it uncomfortable because your parents are who were discussing this situation.
The point was,
Get us back on track, thank you.
yeah. The point was, marriage has lost its mystery. You know, it's no longer what we know it's not what it was. Especially the younger generation, we've lived within these marriages, watching them all our lives. So we know part of this crap is utter shite.
Manze, honestly, it has definitely lost its sheen for me.
You know?
Like just seeing the interaction and what goes around it, what I see, because you know there's the shit that you don't see.
True.
Like when they're in the bedroom discussing things,
yeah.
all those matters, like you don't get to see what's going on in there. But what I get to see,
Even compare something like how people interact as a couple before they get married and after they get married. Like there's a change even in the relationship, and nothing has changed in their union. You see?
yeah.
Because if I mean, like the way I understand it, that any union you enter, you don't enter with the goal of leaving. So this commitment to forever, it's always implied in every, like even with your first girl.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not like you dated your first girlfriend and you're like, oh, this is definitely the first of 56, you know?
56.
I don't know, I was trying to choose a number that was closer to how many girlfriends you had. I'm sure I was off by like 4, but I came close. Anyways, yeah, you know.
It's not that high. It's nowhere near that. Like nowhere near that high. Like it doesn't even come close. I'm getting very tired of being portrayed as as a whole. It's been happening since 2017. And I'm not like that.
If the shoe fits, bro, at some point just lace up
it. If the shoe fits, fuck it.
Lace up and keep the shoe on the road.
Honestly, I feel I don't know about you, but most of the people I've discussed marriage with, they feel like it's an impossible thing to work towards because of how terrible life is for people our age. Like you can't see a place where you're secure enough to make that jump.
You know.
So not that ati umesema utakuwa peke yako, it's just
more comfortable.
And also the extent of investment needed in just the event. Anze unaenda unalipa mahali for X
also,
amount.
our parents didn't have friends. The interpersonal relationships were weak as fuck. That's why they always went to marry each other, look for friendship.
They just needed someone around.
Yeah, us we have friends, you have people over at your place, we're living together now. Honestly, marriage really needs to reinvent itself and have a new angle to sell it.
So marriage needs a marketing firm.
Yeah, it just needs a PR firm to pimp it out and see how they can bring it into the 21st century.
Because honestly, I saw this. There's this Instagram handle I follow called 8Fact, and they just be throwing facts around.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you remember one. I think last year or the year before, I sent you this fact. They posted about how men are less likely to marry if they find a friend who can satisfy their emotional needs. So how it works is if I find another male who fills every gap emotionally, like someone I'm able to talk to, someone that I can genuinely love in a platonic way, I must extend. This is for heterosexual males, by the way.
Oh yeah, for sure.
To be precise. So if you find a man that you're really great friends with and you're able to tell everything that you go through, who's able to give you great advice, the only thing that you're missing is the sexual component, and therefore you don't really feel the need for marriage. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I feel like we're starting to go into that kind of life where, like for example, for us, we can say that the friends around us give us so much support, and and they're such a big part of what we're doing now and what we want to do in the future.
Lives that we live in.
Yeah,
it's almost like we're married. We have been married for like the longest time.
7 years. Yeah, like Grishon is in the back and the camera is his, but because he's that special to us, he's able to bring himself and shoot for us and
for free without expecting any money.
At no charge.
Ever.
No, who said no?
Usizime, no, sit down. At one point.
At some point in the far future.
Like, so because of how our relationships are, I can't speak to anyone else and what they're going through and how their lives and the lives of their friends are.
Yeah.
But for me personally, like when I see my life around me and even the friends who I haven't mentioned, who they know how important they are. They don't need a shout out to 100 people. Yeah. So all those people, they make it almost unnecessary to consider marriage as an option.
That's true.
Because there's only one thing that's missing, just to procreate and to extend.
It's honestly just
extend your line, your family.
So
and then the worst thing about it is, the world is full.
It is. If anything, adopt.
So what is it for?
What's the last one?
So what does marital pressure do to your romantic relationships?
I think we've explained that already. Or at least, okay, I know for sure what it has done. At least because of the way of what it has made me think about. Because marital pressure has made me think, what the fuck is marriage anyways? So I think what it has done in my romantic relationships, it has made me want something more than what romantic relationships are built for, you know?
What?
Like,
So the
I'm
ladies
not just
can know.
like
You can cheat code.
it's not an advertisement, but I'm not just looking for a romantic sense in an external sense, because you know most of romantic relationships are very performative. It's for the Instagrams and for the hand holding in public, which is cute, and I'll definitely partake in that shit 100,000 fucking %. But
you like the
it shouldn't-
Instagram?
Yeah, I like the Instagram thing. It's fantastic. But I wouldn't say that now. At least I understand myself a lot better because I live around a community of people that care about me and that constantly challenge me to be better. So even in my romantic relationships, I'm not settling for so little, so to speak of. I now want more, and I want more for myself, and it's because I have been around the people I've been around. So I think marital pressure has, in a weird way, turned me away from marriage, but towards more authentic romantic partnerships.
I like that answer. I like it. I like it a lot.
Thank you.
Current romantic relationships. Because pressure has started to come through externally, it puts so much pressure on a current relationship you might be having because you know that you feel like
there's the expectation of marriage.
Like the expectation is so present that you feel like iki tu ikichafuka inabidi nianze from scratch. So una try to appease the person you're with so that you can
get to the point of marriage. Oh wow. Oh shit. So you think that this marital pressure has turned the point of romantic relationships to be marriage?
Yes.
They've set marriage as a finish line to this long race.
Exactly. So even your happiness, your joy, it all takes a back seat.
We are just looking forward to marriage.
We're just trying to get married.
Yeah.
Which
and marriage, and that's my marriage doesn't change the fact of your partnership.
Exactly.
You know? The point is the partnership. It's not the marriage. Marriage is not even a real thing. You can't point at a thing and call it or call this marriage. It's just partnership. Yeah, I get you. Fresh. I mean, wow, deep stuff.
If anyone has any more thoughts about marital pressure in your 20s and how it makes you feel, how
it has changed your romantic relationships,
how it has affected your romantic relationships, how it influences what you go through in life, make sure you comment below.
Tag us, mention us, we will reply.
Yeah, you hit us in the
want to
DM.
have these conversations, man.
Yeah, you find our DMs in the nini. Description box below. Yeah. We definitely, this is a conversation we'd like to keep going with.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Boom.
We'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. Yeah, goodbye.
Bye. Well, we are.